Kon Knueppel has gone from being a plus 500 underdog to win Rookie of the Year going into the All-Star break to now being a betting favorite. He's passed Cooper Flagg in this regard. And frankly, this is the way it should have been all along. Cooper has more talent than Kon does. There's a reason why he was the number one pick and seemed to be, in some ways, a generational talent. But Kon's been the most consistent performer throughout the year. Kon just broke the single-season three-point record for rookies this week. That's no small feat. Hit a few threes today. The Hornets have won 4 in a row, beat Portland. Keegan Murray had the original mark with 207 threes. He did that in 80 games. Kon exceeded that in 59. Kon also leads the entire NBA in threes, and that's by a wide margin. Kon has 211. Donovan Mitchell has 20 fewer with 191. And I love the way the charismatic local TV play-by-play voice of the Hornets, Eric Collins, described Kon Knueppel because it's just a perfect way to capture him.
He's unbelievable. He has made everything better. He's like basketball ketchup. You know, you just put him on and like everything all of a sudden immediately is better. Just because of the way that he can shoot it and the way that he looks. Like, I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and Mark Price had the shot that was supposed to be indestructible. And Kon's got that similar shot, man. It just looks like it's going to go in.
The Mark Price comp there. That's great. Basketball catch-up. Kon Knueppel. Basketball catch-up. Meanwhile, the reason why these odds have flipped so much is Kon Knueppel Cooper Flagg, missed his 5th straight game with a foot injury last night. That was actually a couple nights back. Or was that last night? His most recent game. And he's playing for a tanking team. And we got the most recent update that he's going to miss the next 2 games. That includes a rematch with Kon Knueppel head-to-head in Charlotte. And that's a bummer. It's a bad break for the NBA. Because the first time those teams played, how great was that? Cooper Flagg went for 49. Kon went for 34. Kon got fouled at the end by Cooper to set up 2 free throws to win the game for Charlotte. And you just want to see those teams together. In fact, I have a buddy of mine. It's a mutual friend of ours, WD, that has a dad that wanted to watch, loves Duke, wanted to watch Kon play Cooper. So they got tickets a month ago to go to this game. And now you're not going to see Cooper Flagg anymore? It happens way too much. And you can't tell me that Cooper Flagg's not playing. That game's Tuesday night or Monday night, whenever it is, if it's a playoff game. If it's a playoff game, you telling me Cooper Flagg's going to miss it? Probably not. No, and that's the issue. And it's bad. It's bad for the league because that could have been a good spotlight spot. And I think the league's going to punish. If the voters that vote for this award, I think they hate this stuff. And if you have Kon Knueppel, who's on a team trying to win, it's been a good story, that's going to be elevated over a guy that might have slightly better stats, but doing so on a team not trying to do anything and getting a lot more usage because they don't have any other guys to give the ball to. Brandon Miller, LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, they're all on this team. Craziest stat I've seen. You might know that Kon Knueppel leads the NBA in threes. Have you seen the stat about the top 3 3-point makers this calendar year in 26? Who they are?
LaMelo, Kon, Brandon Miller. It's insane.
It is nuts. See, you're the Hornet fan. I'm speaking your love language right now. In our exclusive interview with Duke coach Jon Scheyer this week, we asked his thoughts on his Duke duo and what they're doing in the NBA, and this is how that sounded. How much have you been following the Rookie of the Year race in the NBA?
Closely.
In all seriousness, by watching the success they've enjoyed in the best basketball league in the world, in what ways do you think those guys sacrificed in terms of individual production by choosing to play together and play at a place like Duke?
Yeah, well, I think you can definitely say if they wanted to score more or average more points here at Duke, they could have done that as well. I mean, Cooper Flagg, man, we had a lot of games where we had big-time leads, and Cooper was getting his guys shots. You know, that's what he did. You know, Kon, again, it was about winning. So if they wanted it to be about stats even here, they could have done that. Secondly, of course, they could have gone somewhere else, and it's just about them, and that's it. But, they wanted the big
Really appreciated John Scheyer spending the time with us. If you missed that conversation, it's up on our YouTube channel. Search Westwood One Sports Night to find that.